Good and happy Christmas to all. This is the 2002 update of my railway. We're looking at the bottom, or the middle level in this ex-sunroom, and that's basically the train bypassing the cement silo. A bit further on there, slight green tinge, that is the removable section, which is foam and will be reinforced with aluminium angle eventually. Anyhow, the S-Class here, the logo, is at the very end of the electrical section as it is. We're going to train from right in front of it, right around to the very top up there. And let's just have a look. The trackwork here is fully functional and is operable. We're bypassing one of the point circuit boards which controls the points which are up there. So we move around to the main station. We're not going to bother at the bottom here because nothing's been done on the lower level at all this year. So we're going to stick mainly to the upper level, where all the points have been wired, all the frogs been wired, point motors attached, etc. Over here is the site of a big factory, still to be built, and we're starting a train which will clean the track eventually. See bits of masonite stuck to the bottom of the wagon, well, pivoted on a pivot, and they will be put into a work train to run around and hopefully keep the track cleaner than it is now, which is the main problem as of any layout. So here we go, bypassing the main silo which Bill Dykes built for me. It's a great silo, and it was going to be down on the other side of the peninsula, but I brought it up here because it looks more appropriate and can be seen better. So we go past a few trains and the famous 3801 Eureka model, which doesn't sound like a 38, but oh well, it looks better than the Lima one at the moment. We're bypassing here the control panels which I built, which is for Gracetown, named after my great grandmother as such, which is basically a prototypical sort of thing with the points and switches. And if I want to throw a hand point in real life, this would have been a hand point. So we've got full size signalling and hand points for the yard is how we're going to work it. A few locos on standby, and pass what will be two bridges across a sort of canyon. One's going to be a concrete bridge close to us, the other one's going to be a brick arch when I finish it. You see some basic landscaping's been done on this area, so it's just basically green coming through the canyon, which is old foam rubber from a mattress. You can see that's still soft, but over here it's nice and hard with plaster. Bypassing one of the other locos, we come to the sort of lakeish, because there's going to be a waterfall just down there, and so basically farmland and this nice big embankment. And of course we start our grade from the bottom station we just left, coming all the way up here on a constant grade or uphill, and then we're going to go through a big cutting. It's not a tunnel, and it's obviously still being well formed by bits and pieces of foam and high density foam. Over here we've got what's going to be a little road bridge and a tunnel behind it, and be like an abandoned railway. And now we've hit more flatlands again. This time, rather than using foam, I've used Chuck's Super White glued to some formers up to the track. Finally, we've got what they call a blue and gold models bridge, just an average sort of little bridge, and it's going to look quite good once it's eventually finished. Again, another embankment. I like embankments. And then you can see we curve to our right there into another cutting. As I said, nothing's down here has worked at all. So there's this really nice silo here, down here, which I bought recently from New South Wales. But yeah, as you can see, big minefields, very typical of me. But now let's continue on the upper level, where we go round a nice big S-bend and approaching what will be the top station. In this area I've used like pinboard material and packed it behind the track rather than the foam like over that side. I like the foam better because you can carve it and shape it and it's light, but it's still an interesting material to use, this chipboard stuff. Yeah, come around this area where we would be the main station. You can see the points I'm following now, all to be done, but we've got the main line done at the moment, and that's the main thing I'm concentrating on, is getting trains from the upper staging yard down to that other station where we were before. So, a long walk along. That station's definitely not staying, that's just there to give some atmosphere for the moment. And we go around there and up nice steep grade into the sunroom, which we've shown before, but we'll go out there again. You can see some trains stored up here now. That panel is just an indication panel. It'll light up when there's a train there. That's all it does basically, and shows short circuits. And my panel here, other panel, that's to control the points. It just clearly labels where the train's going to come in and come out. And so I can track what's there, a whiteboard, but you write down what's in whatever road, so you don't have to go crashing into a road accidentally, I hope. Well, that concludes the basic tour, and we'll end by having a quick look back at the main station here from a nice vantage point. Well, actually we won't finish, we'll just have a quick sneak into here, which is the DCC equipment area. And now finally back to this area. Okay, that concludes my update